Have you ever wondered why extremely intelligent people make such incredibly stupid decisions? Why brilliant investors go bust, solid companies vanish, and individuals with flawless resumes destroy their own careers? The answer isn't a lack of effort or bad luck. It's a design flaw in the human hardware that Charlie Munger, the greatest architect of logical thinking of the last century, called the Lollapalooza Effect. Dude, we're talking about the human mind's tendency to become an echo chamber of cognitive biases that, when combined, create a perfect storm of irrationality. If you feel like you're running on a treadmill, putting in massive effort but staying in the same place, you don't have a productivity problem, you have a clarity problem. You are caught in the trap of the psychology of human misjudgment. And if you want to stop being a victim of your own biology, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, because what I'm about to give you is the operating system that Buffett and Munger used to dominate the world of business. Most of us operate under the illusion that we are rational beings. We believe we weigh evidence, analyze data, and then choose the best path. Munger knew this was a comforting lie. He observed that the human brain is, essentially, a shortcut-seeking system. We evolved to survive on the savannah, not to analyze balance sheets or complex 21st century careers. The result? An inherent propensity to be deceived by ourselves. The biggest mental trap, the one that truly destroys long-term results, is blind consistency. Once we express an opinion or take a direction, our ego takes over. We feel a pathological need to be consistent with what we said or did in the past, even when the facts prove we're wrong. This is where failure starts to take root. Munger frequently noted that, to the man with a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. This is the second layer of the trap: intellectual isolation. If you're a marketing expert, you'll try to solve cash flow problems with more ads. If you're an engineer, you'll try to solve leadership problems with rigid processes. You are limited by the tools you possess. And if your toolbox only has one or two ideas, you are doomed to systematic error. Exceptional results don't come from working more hours within a flawed mental model. They come from possessing a lattice of mental models. You need ideas from biology, physics, psychology, and economics working together. By the way, if you've never heard of mental models before, comment lattice below, and I'll create a video specifically on the fundamental tools Munger used. Without this synthesis, you're just a sitting duck, waiting for the market or life to knock you down. What destroys results isn't ignorance of what we don't know, but the conviction of what we know that just isn't true. The psychology of incentive-caused bias is another pillar of this destruction. Munger said, never, ever think about something else when you should be thinking about the power of incentives. You might think you're lazy, but the truth is, your incentive system is misaligned with your goals. If you are rewarded for short, easy tasks, your brain will sabotage any long-term project. The trap is believing you can fight your own biological nature without changing the rules of the game. Munger preached inversion. Instead of asking how to succeed, ask, what should I avoid to guarantee failure? If you want to be wealthy, identify what causes bankruptcy and move away from those practices. It sounds simple, but most people ignore the obvious in search of the complex. They look for magic algorithms while ignoring that they are spending more than they earn. The mental trap is the pursuit of sophistication as an escape from basic discipline. Success is just what is left over when you systematically filter out stupidity. Another silent saboteur is social proof. We do what others do because it's safe for the ego, even if it's suicide for the portfolio. Munger was the master of independent thought. He knew the price of excellence is the willingness to be unpopular. If you can't stand the thought of people thinking you're wrong while you know the facts are on your side, you will never achieve outlier results. Mediocrity is the destination for those afraid of being judged. If you agree that independent thinking is the ultimate competitive advantage today, share this video with that one friend who keeps following the herd. We need to talk about the availability heuristic. We tend to give undue importance to information that is freshest in our memory. If we see news of a crisis, we paralyze our projects. Munger teaches us that the mind is a poor judge of probabilities. We destroy our results because we react to the noise and ignore the signal. To escape this, you need a checklist. Just like airplane pilots, you must not trust your intuition for crucial decisions. Human error is predictable, therefore it is avoidable. The destruction of results also comes from envy, the capital sin Munger considered the stupidest. Envy makes you abandon your strategy to chase someone else's because they seem to be winning faster. The secret of Munger and Buffett wasn't speed, but consistency and compound interest in money and in knowledge. If you read and apply with rigor, your advantage becomes unstoppable. The trap is the desire to get rich quick, which is the shortest path to staying poor forever. Understand this: the world doesn't reward raw effort. It rewards adaptability and clarity. If you keep hitting the same wall, the fault isn't the walls, it's your refusal to look to the side and see the door. The ultimate mental trap is the denial of reality. You need to have the intellectual courage to kill your most cherished ideas every year. If you haven't changed your mind about something fundamental recently, you aren't growing. You're becoming obsolete. Most people will close this video and go back to the same routines and the same errors of judgment. They will keep blaming the government or luck. But you've made it this far. Munger's wisdom is the commitment to being rational above all else, especially when it hurts. The question that remains isn't whether you understood, but whether you have the discipline to apply it. Are you ready to destroy your illusions before they destroy your future? Are you willing to stop being a passive spectator of your own mind? If you want to actually master the game before the game masters you, start applying mental models now. To make sure you don't miss the next part of this series on the mindset of the world's greatest investors, click on the video appearing on your screen right now. In it, I dive deep into exactly how to apply the inversion technique in practice. I'll see you there.